So do you want to ask me a question about it, or should I? Okay. So this one is probably one of my favorite structural movies of all time. It's, I mean, even seeing this image just blows me away. I remember watching it. I watched it, obviously, I didn't see it in the theaters. I was too young, and it was released way before I was born. And then, you know, when I saw it, it was a super powerful idea. That a great story kind of explodes at the end. It becomes even bigger than everything that you just saw. And to some extent, you know, this movie tells you, you know, everything you just saw, you only had a bit of the information. Now you can reinterpret everything that you just saw all over again. It was probably a significant thing in my childhood, seeing this movie. Planet of the Apes is one of those great ends where you have to go back and watch the whole movie again, and everything has meaning and unfolds in such a beautiful, beautiful way. And it almost has a biblical quality to it that I love. This is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. Well, I mean, you mean there's no way to have this conversation without this movie. What a photo. You know, obviously Hitchcock is kind of one of the great, like, gods of cinema for me. You know, if you come to my house, and I have a movie theater, and all the walls are lined with Hitchcock posters as you go to the theater. You know, his approach to cinema is so character driven. It's so like what the character's paranoia, where they're coming from. So it feels very much like natural that he would make kind of the seminal surprise in a movie, because he's so good at getting us involved in what the character is thinking and worried about. So I mean, still that structure, the audacity of the structure, that you're making a bank robbery movie. You know, it's not even anywhere near a horror genre. I mean, it's so good. I mean, even now as I think about it, you know, 20 minutes and she's having a romance and she's this and that, and then she's trying to get away. That has nothing to do with anything. I mean, that's fantastic. She's trying to hide this money, she's trying to get away, she's worried about the cops, the paranoia, and stays in a hotel. That's genius. I mean, it's genius. And then obviously that's already one, for me, the shocker, you know, is her death is is the first giant surprise of the movie, right? And then obviously at the end, learning about, you know, the situation and who is actually the villain in the piece. It's just a fantastic, shocking, you know, piece of cinema, and is up there in my mind as one of the greats of all time.
They'll see, and they'll know, and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Usual Suspects? Yeah. So this is just a fantastic film. What a great shot too, by the way. One of those very powerful kind of smart, that movie, that's the adjective I would use, smart. What a smart movie that was. Cool, like a cool, edgy movie. In fact, you make me want to watch it again. And that's the greatest movies, are the ones that are about characters, whether it's Psycho. It's not a gimmick, it's not a twist, that's not what it is. It's a character piece, and you just are understanding one more piece about the character. That's what gives it its elegance and its intelligence. When people ask me, you know, do you make twists in your movies and all, I'm always like, no, that's not, I'm telling you a story about characters, but you just don't know all the information yet, you know, that's it, that you don't know the information. The Usual Suspects is such a great example of that. They're telling a story about a character, we just don't have all the information yet. I love when the audience and the main character discover something at the same time. It's such a beautiful moment of connection with the main character, whether it's Planet of the Apes or Usual Suspects, or that kind of thing, and then it shifts to another point of view, the point of view that you didn't have for the whole movie. It's a powerful way to tell a story.
What the hell was that?
Thank you, thank you.